Yo, if I had 100 sheep and one of them got away, I would leave the 99 and go find that one. That's right. Look from the locks and jaws of Satan, I come creating, penetrating with force from the land of the lost and coming. Like Muhammad got the devil on the run, rising like the sun. Keep your eyes on the one, look on base. Here to bring forth a reborn nation, up against the norm, creating a new formation. This foundation that I be standing on is firm. Look, y'all, we must learn, or as a people we gon' burn in the fire. Let's join hands with the Messiah, the Lamb be Elijah. For real, I ain't no liar. My deepest desire be to resurrect the carcass, breathe like venom, then squeeze out all the venom with momentum and skill. We'll kill Satan at will. You and I be connected, protected by Ezekiel's will. For real, I can sense a mental explosion on the move as God's chosen. Proceeding in motion, we become, yes, indeed, the parts of forming. Running about of her, cause Babylon is falling, living all in the midst of devilish anguish. His aim is to kill us all with this language. He's the mischief maker, plus he's wicked by nature, the modern mind shaper. So hey, will Jacob wake up the lion? Where he's in Judah sleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. Look out, I see a lion. Where he's in Judah sleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. Now look, for 4 days, he's been sleeping in the tomb. Fed like the zoom, no light, it's like the moon. His blood be maroon, plus it covers the earth. Crucified daily, waiting this new birth. For real, the truth hurts the wicked evil doer. He knows that the future will bring a new ruler. So look, don't let him fool you with his maneuvers and wisdom. Seeking, you'll find that he uses symbolism with this rhythm. Black will represent the hesitant brains. Hit the water down the flames and sort out the remains. Everything must change, nothing stays the same. Our struggle's been ordained, so just chill, maintain. I know it's strange, but look, one came to raise us up. Farad has arrived, beware, don't self-destruct, keep the focus. The red dragon's coming with the locusts. Some don't notice, so they engage in shit that's bogus. But look like Moses, I'ma free you from your bondage, from those who oppress us, wicked, evil, demonics. I promise that I'ma flaunt this everywhere I go. My people gotta know, so I can't hold it in no more. For real, the pressure's on and that be the fact. We gotta resurrect quick if we expect to be hereafter. Look, I can see disaster, it's all in our midst. It's the shock of the hour, man, the clock be stuck on 6. I wonder, who can fix this problem from Zion? I'm in the wilderness trying to wake a dead lion. There's a lion where he's in Judah asleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. Look out, I see a lion where he's in Judah asleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. Now peep these bones as they lie, still dry in the valley. Buried under rubbish, darkness covers the body. There's no consciousness, there's no breathing, no pulse. Walking dead in Israel, be that sheep that's lost. Guided by the false image, they don't know what sin is. In their forehead be a mark that reads crooked menace. It's continuous bleeding, therefore repentance is needed. Wickedness can be defeated when we submit, it's deleted. This beast be heated, he knows the fire's kindling. The curtains in that land of Midian be trembling. I see assembling a large number, many men coming from out the grave to never go back in again. Lazarus, come forth, remove that napkin, take it off. The force be with you, so lion, let him hear your voice. I can hear the roars coming from daily tribal wars. Flesh wounds and scars be like all over the stars in the river of blood. We be swimming in sin. I see the lesbian and the million feminine men. These days be numbered, the end is right in sight. Behold, he comes quick like a thief in the night. At the head of 10,000, he be moving to fight. Burning holes at his feet, look, observe the plight. In the bottomless pit, they be falling, still dying. Who can save the lion and bring him home to Zion? There's a lion where he's in Judah sleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. Look out, I see a lion where he's in Judah sleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. There's a lion where he's in Judah sleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. There's a lion where I wonder who will wake him. Get up, lion. Did you think he's gonna stay down forever? A new day. 1909 Chevy. Beware, Obama wake him. For 442 goddamn damnable years. The cop is laid strict. I see eagles gathered everywhere. got? Come on.
Greetings. I'm George Boston Rhymes with the Get To Free Press, and I'm at the point now wherein the witness that allegedly came forth that I have documentation of by the name of Ryan Anthony Domick Hernandez. He's in the Lowndes County Jail, and I just received something on Facebook where the mother is asking for people to go viral with the point that that young man's life really may be in danger in the Lowndes County Jail. I have heard that they have him on bogus charges, which may be a criminal trespass. I have done 4 videos over the last few days. This video here I'm putting up, I'm asking all of you on Facebook to understand the pain of the mother. Now, I don't know how reliable this young man's testimony is, but there's one thing that I do know. I know that there's some strange stuff going on. So please Google Boston G.B.R. Find those videos. I'm going to repost the actual court document. I'm going to the Lowndes County Jail. I want to get the actual document that this man was charged and on what basis he is in the Lowndes County Jail. I went to the jail on yesterday to see if he was having a bond hearing. I'm telling y'all, this thing is getting strange, y'all. And even more important, I went to the Valdosta Daily Times last week, and I asked the Times concerning the document that I have here. And I can't understand, in truth, under our form of government, why it is so hard to get the news published here in Valdosta and Lowndes County, a metro city, home of Moody Air Force Base, home of Kendaloo Golf Course, home of Valdosta State University, home of Georgia Military College, home of Francis Lake, home of many levels of higher learning, as well as resorts. And yet it seems as if though when it comes down to getting news disseminated properly in this area, it is as if though we are operating under a different type of government than what the founding fathers of this republic worked so hard to establish. It's really disgraceful. It is disgraceful when you read how the people have handled my criminal trespass. For 4 years I've been on a criminal trespass. Let me tell you, not one editor in the Valdosta Daily Times, not one editor in the Valdosta Daily Times in the last 4 years will even tell the story about what they did to me. And it's following the death of Kendrick Johnson, y'all. But you see, the Valdosta Daily Times, I'm not criticizing news media, y'all. I'm just speaking the truth on behalf of God and the people here in Valdosta. Have you ever read or seen on local TV in South Georgia about what goes on in the courtroom of each and every case that Judge Richard Porter presided over in the KJ case? What have you read about in the Valdosta Daily Times about cameras not being in the court cases of the KJ case? How much have you read about Judge Richard Porter sleeping during the attorney fees decision where he ruled that the Johnson family pay $300,000. What have you seen the news media publish about that outside of everything that's favorable unto certain people? But when it comes down to the truth of what took place in the courtroom, you're going to have to go to Boston G.B.R. and listen to the witness. I'm not talking. Listen to the witnesses who was in that court case and saw the judge sleeping. Channel 10, Channel 6, no news media, and the Valdosta Daily Times, our only daily newspaper. They did not put one word in there. And Bobby Worth of Justice League United, he's talking about that, y'all. And so now we have a witness. I don't know whether it's credible or not. It's not for me to decide. But it is for me to decide whether or not you, the people, whether you, the voters in Valdosta, whether you, the Christians, Muslim, Jews, Hindu, black, white, or whatever, it's up to you to afford your free presses, including ABC out of Tallahassee, Channel 27, CBS and CBS and NBC. It's up to you to call them and criticize them like y'all criticize me on topic Valdosta. Talking about I created these documents, talking about I'm giving fake news. If it is fake, then why is he in jail? If it is fake, why everybody now begin to ask a question, why have not the South Georgia news media report what a social media guy just keep on reporting and gonna keep reporting it because it's the right thing to do. And I'm asking all active duty, I'm asking all disabled, retired military veterans, you fought for this country. They say you fought for freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and your right to vote, and freedom of religion. And yet you all just sitting down, letting certain people just make fun and fools out of you. Y'all better wake up, man. As a veteran, you took an oath to defend this country against both foreign and domestic enemies. What's wrong with you veterans? I'm not only talking about just the low-ranking veterans. I'm talking about these generals and lieutenant colonels and generals and majors. I'm talking about the Moody Air Force Base wing commander right now and the section commanders. And I'm talking about the headquarters commanders out there at Moody Air Force Base. Don't you know this same thing could happen to your airmen children? And you're not concerned about your troops commanders at Moody Air Force Base? What's wrong with y'all? Now, there is no reason why. When I picked a few minutes ago, I heard Jackie crying out, wanting people to send her video or make it go viral on Facebook. She shouldn't have to ask for it to go viral. The question is that young man safe? And is there another witness that want to come forth, number two? And number three, how many people have already been called in on the carpet and planted in fear? Y'all had better wake up. We are losing this country, y'all. And they got y'all focusing on skin color while they address the other. Y'all better wake up. Once again, I'm on my way to the Lowndes County Jail. I got to get a copy of his arrest papers. And you know I'm going to bring it back to you. So I don't want you following me. I don't want you listening to me. I don't want you to believe what I say. I want you to believe the facts when they are put before you, and then I want you to get up and act and stop doing the ostrich head duck. The ostrich head duck is when you dig a hole and put your head in it and pretend you're in heaven with all your backside sticking out and your children on their way to hell, and you laugh and saying, praise be to the Creator, and you playing your silly religious games, but you can't stand up like real servants of God. Now, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
There's no need of standing up for the right unless you're gonna stand up against the wrong. Tell me how you're gonna ever stop being weak unless you make your mind up to be strong. You've got to do right, walk in the light, it won't be long. There's no need of standing up for the right unless you're gonna stand up against the wrong. Tell me how you're gonna ever stop being weak unless you make your mind up to be strong. You got to do right, walk in the light, it won't be long. Let me tell you now, it's easy to hate your enemy, and it's just as easy to love your friend. But if you're gonna love like the Bible tells you, you got to let the love of God come in. You got to do right, walk in the light, it won't be long. Oh, don't you wanna love him better? Don't you wanna love him more? Oh, can't you hear the Savior knocking? He keeps knocking at your door. You better make a haste to seek your Maker before you have to meet with the Undertaker. He will save you right now if you are willing. Can't you see the Bible is fulfilling? You got to do right, walk in the light, it won't be long. Oh, don't you wanna love him better? Don't you wanna
get when you're not home, stay connected with your parents. Always let them know who you are. At all times. Because like I said, you don't want to give them this type of offense. Because if we didn't have that connection with K.B., no matter what, he gonna call home. He gonna let you know what's going on with him. We might have never found out something. Because we had that love, we had that connection. He was there with us. And you don't have to lie. Wherever you go, no matter what the circumstances are, always stay in contact with your parents. Always. That's a very important key. Because you never know where you end up. So your parents know the first place to come looking for you. Y'all please do that. Everybody have a nice day.